sana, tamu sana, tamu sana. Earlier today, William Ruto led Kenya Kwanza Brigade for campaigns in Gatundu South constituency, the president's home constituency. And when area member of parliament, Moses Kuria, took to the podium, he used the occasion to attack Raila Odinga, the Luo community, and also to attack the president. And he used the issue of circumcision to attack these two leaders. And in this video, I don't want us to dig deep into what Moses Kuria said because they are full of incitement. But after Moses Kuria had spoken, when William Ruto also took to the podium, he also made some remarks that clearly indicated he was cleverly trying to reinforce what Moses Kuria had spoken earlier on. Listen to William Ruto. Yes. What does that mean politically? That's what I want us to find out in this video. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, subscribe, give this video a like. William Ruto and his brigade in Uda are using the ethnic divisions that has always existed between the Kikuyu and the Luo community to remain relevant politically on the mountain. Anytime William Ruto has been on the mountain, he has been referring to Raila Amolo Odinga kama wale watu wa kurusha mawe, wale watu wa kung'oa reli. And then from that short clip, William Ruto is deliberately using the word kisu to just reinforce what Moses Kuria had said earlier on about circumcision. And I don't want us to dig deep into that. William Ruto and his brigade are using, or rather taking advantage of the ethnic divisions that existed previously between the Luo and the Kikuyu community to remain relevant. That's exactly what they are doing there. And then secondly, it's almost certain that William Ruto and his brigade in Kenya Kwanza Alliance are leaders full of hate. And they don't want Kenyans to come together. When Kenyans come together, that threatens their political survival. So they are praying day in, day out for Kenyans to remain divided so that they can continue to gain politically. That's exactly what is happening here. And that's William Ruto's strategy on the mountain. And largely, if you listen to leaders supporting William Ruto on the mountain, the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, Ndindi Nyoro, Alice Wahome, Kimani Ichung'wah, that's largely their trend of campaign, hatred, sowing ethnic divisions. That comes out very clearly, and there should be no debate about that, ladies and gentlemen. And also the mere fact that they were actually saying that, and some Kenyans in Gatundu were actually celebrating and cheering them up, also shows clearly that we also have a section of Kenyans who actually are also full of hate. They are full of hate. And anything bad, they tend to align themselves to that something bad. They have got some affinity for impunity. It's very clear, ladies and gentlemen, that William Ruto and his team in Kenya Kwanza Alliance, they represent the bad phase that Kenya is actually running away from. This is a team that represents corruption, a team that represents ethnic hatred, a team that represents nepotism and tribalism. It's very clear William Ruto and his team in Kenya Kwanza, they largely represent that. And I'm also saying that because for the time William Ruto has served in government, all we have been hearing about William Ruto is just corruption. And also in 2013, when William Ruto had the privilege of appointing about half of the cabinet, he only appointed majorly people from his ethnic Kalenjin community. And you can now see clearly that this is a team that represents all the ills Kenyans are running away from. So we also have a section of Kenyans who actually are attracted to those ills that actually are eating Kenyans. There is a section of a society in Kenya that actually they have an affinity for that kind of impunity. And that's why you can see some of them actually cheering them up and celebrating as they spew hatred. That also comes out very clear. We have a section of Kenyans who have got affinity to impunity. And then also from the way Moses Kuria spoke earlier today, it's very clear that Moses Kuria is a warmonger, an inciter. Moses Kuria is not what being called a leader. This is just a warlord. And from where I sit, ladies and gentlemen, this is a man who belongs in committee. I don't know why this man is still working a free man in this great country, Kenya. This is a man who should actually, as I talk right now, should be behind bars. This is a warmonger. This is a hate monger. This is not a leader. This is just a goon, a crook. And likely if you look at Moses Kuria, even before he became a member of parliament, he was actually spewing hate against Raila Odinga and also against the Luo community. So you can see clearly that Moses Kuria, his hatred for Raila and his hatred for the Luo community is just something that is in Moses Kuria's DNA. It cannot change. And I strongly believe that stringent action, a serious punishment should be taken against this goon here, against this criminal purporting to be a leader. This is not a leader. This is a goon. This is a warmonger. Serious action should be taken against this goon. And as I conclude, ladies and gentlemen, it's also now very clear that in this year's election, we have two camps. We have a camp that believes that the leadership of this country is not a preserve for only two communities, the Kikuyus and the Kalenjins. And we also have a camp, or rather a group, that strongly believes that leadership of this country is only a reserve for two communities. And that was a discussion our president started some months earlier on. The president said that maybe it's now time we think outside of the box. It should not be only about two communities rotating power between themselves. So it's very clear that if you vote for Kenya Kwanza Alliance, then actually you are perpetuating the idea of two communities just rotating power between themselves. If you vote this other side, then actually you are now just trying to say, we want change from that. That comes out very, very clearly, ladies and gentlemen. And just as I did state when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to our fans, our subscribers in this YouTube channel, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And before I forget, make sure you tap on the notification bell so that anytime we upload a new video, you will automatically be notified. God bless you. God bless Kenya.